If you are looking, Gemini, to start something new that's going to have new ideas and bring in a new way of doing things, that's possibly going to bring you prosperity in life, this, my God, is the time to do this. Okay? Because just this is a time, Gemini, to let go of the past. Let's let go of the times that we've been wronged in the past. Let's let go of the times where things haven't gone our way. Let's remember that everything that we've gone through is a lesson that's helped us to grow, to become the person we are today. And let's be grateful for even the bad people in our lives that have shown us through their own ill will, how to be better people. And this is a time where you can really, really, really shine. Hello Gemini, this is Jared. I'm also a Gemini, so this is going to be quite interesting because it's kind of like reading myself, but I go with what the cards tell me or spirit guides me with. So this is Gemini, this is your reading for September 2022. And I'm hoping this will resonate with you. So we're going to look into the, card judgment already. We're going to look into a general sort of overview for September 2022. We're going to look at the good things to look out for, the bad things to look out for. We're going to ask for a message as well from our spirit guides and angels to sort of give us a bit more clarification as to what the message is going to be about. So this is asking spirit for a message for Gemini. I don't do inversions. I don't like doing inversions on the cards. It can kind of like muddy the waters a little bit, but I do kind of take count of it, but sometimes it can make it a little bit, for me anyway. I like just to go what the cards give me on face value. These are the dragon cards that I'm using. Beautiful deck. We've used these for about 5 or 6 years now, and again this sort of theme of with Gemini, and I'm having this with across the board really, and with the readings that I'm doing privately with people, is there's a lot of energy that's going to be sort of moving things forward in September and October, November to December. A lot of you might be feeling there's a bit of a lull that's been happening around you as of late. Things maybe haven't been going as planned, or there's things that you just haven't had a chance to sort of put into action yet. So let's see what we've got here. Let's move this back a little bit so you can see the cards. Right, so let's have a look what we got. We have the Page of Cups. Right, the Five of Swords, and can't really read that. The Strength card. Oh, okay. And we've got the Two of Pentacles, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the first thing that's coming up here is confronting fears, being taken out of your comfort zone, right? And sometimes realizing when you're right in the right, accepting when you're in the right, but also accepting when you're in the wrong, okay? So personal boundaries are coming up quite a lot in the energies here, right? I'm seeing a lot of sort of stress, anxiety energy as well, right? And this is like the thought being worse than the deed. And sometimes this is also like, this is a time for you to strike out on your own, okay, Gemini? This is a time for you to sort of move forward and for you to develop your own understanding of what's happening around you. So some of you might be feeling like there's a little bit of a breakdown in relationships around this month, okay? and it might be quite a bit of a harsh breakdown in relationships, okay? Some of you might have already been going through this in the past, right? But it's also a breakdown, breakthrough. So it's once, if we can bridge the gap to see the other person's point of view and find that sort of common ground, right? That's what's going to bring you the most, the biggest advantage going forward, okay? A lot of you, there's work energy coming up, so there's an energy of actually doing things. So this is the energy of sort of maybe being put out of your comfort zone. So some of you might find that in your place of work, you're being asked to do tasks of that you maybe might not want to do. But there's also, I get this sort of sense of feeling here that though you may feel embattled, there's kind of like others that have faith in you. So perhaps you're being pushed out of your comfort zone because, perhaps you're in your place of work and your boss has faith in you, but perhaps you don't have that faith in yourself, okay? So a lot of this sort of energy around in faith, personal belief, all right, and facing fears that's coming up here, all right? So it's having the courage to know that something, is difficult, but doing it anyway, all right? So there's that sort of energy kind of resonating with these two cards for me, all right? When I'm looking at these two cards, there's that kind of like, there's wisdom in there. There's wisdom in the debate. There's wisdom in the having the constructive argument, okay? And I'm not on about a full sort of slanging match, right? So if you are having breakdown in relationships, the quickest path to reconciliation is to find the common ground, but not giving ground either. So standing in your own integrity, okay, but also, standing in your own wisdom, knowing when it's right, knowing when you're right and knowing when you're wrong, okay? But there has to be action this month, okay? If you are not seeing action from a person that's been causing you difficulty, maybe a person that's been sort of keeping away from you, or a person that maybe you're falling out of contact with, if you're not seeing that action there, right, then you've got your answer. So the inaction, okay? Action is very important this month. Also, if you get sort of waves of inspiration and feel like I should do something, I should, you want to make something happen and you get that inspiration, do it now, okay? Do it when you feel it's needed to be done right now, okay? There is going to be a bit of a test of strength this month, okay? So things might not look as if they're working out straight away, all right? There may be a few times where you have to sort of swallow that bit of bitter pill, okay? But it's a case of what are you contributing to in the long term, right? So there's a case for need of vision here. What is the passion? What is the point you're getting across? If you're kind of perhaps it's coming back to sort of work life, is this job the right job for you? Am I on the right path? Am I going in the right direction? Does this feel right for me? So it's asking the questions and seeking the answers, okay? An expectation creates limitation. So it's the message. What message is the universe sending to you right now? What messages is the universe giving to you right now? So if you might be seeing something in front of you that say that you're looking at statistics, for example, okay? Perhaps you're doing something where it involves people, the amount of customers that have visited your business, or the amount of times that you've been praised, or sometimes what is directly in front of you is not the whole story. If, for example, you're waiting for someone to contact you and they haven't contacted you, is there timing there? Is there something that's happening on the other person's end that's you're not aware of yet, okay? So also it's looking at how you are viewing a situation. What perspective are you standing from? And what is the view from the other side of that perspective? So there's a lot of things being put into motion, okay? But this is the initial steps of something new coming in, okay? Rebuilding relationships, of rebuilding your relationships with people, things, passions, the things around you, right? It's all about how you are viewing it, okay? and there's a need this month to see the bigger picture, okay? And also to put into action when you feel that something has gone in a direction that perhaps that you haven't thought of or considered, then acting to sort of to change things, acting to taking action that maybe alters the course of that direction wherever you can. I'm also seeing news coming. So for some of you, there's going to be news coming that's going to be prosperous. So good news coming, okay? I'm seeing sort of letters coming around some of you. So if you're waiting for a letter to come from a place of authority or a place of like an institution or a place like that, if you're waiting for a letter of acceptance for something or a letter that you've been waiting for some time, towards the middle of the month, so we're probably going to be seeing a lot of that happening for some of you guys, okay? So I want to see what's the good things to look out for this month. What's the good things, Spirit, to look out for? What are the positives that Gemini need to take into account for this month? And we're just going to quickly see. Again, some of this may resonate with some of you Gemini, some of it may not, okay? Take what works for you and leave the rest, alright? And, you know, as we go through the reading, you may find that there's some questions you have in your mind that like, oh, is there going to be an answer for that coming? And, you know, as we go through this, I think it'll give more of an inclination as to what the answers are for you, okay? So again, the King of Swords, this taking action, this importance of taking action. The more action that you can take, okay, the better off things are going to be. But also being in appreciation of where you are, okay? So this action may not necessarily be towards material gain, but actions that make you feel better in yourself, okay? Actions that help bridge the gap of maybe relationships that haven't gone so well, actions that sort of create energies that's going to make things move forward for you in your life, okay? The Empress, that's coming as very strong sort of feminine energy, so be very nurturing of yourself at this time as well. So be kind to yourself, don't judge yourself too unfairly. A lot of you guys have a tendency to possibly judge yourself too unfairly, okay? And, you know, just because something has maybe gone in a slightly the wrong direction or a direction you weren't expecting, maybe play it out and sort of think to yourself, okay, well, if it goes down this route, what's the outcome going to be? Because a lot of the times what happens when we give over to the universe, when we let go of we let go of the reins, so to speak, right? The universe will sometimes take us on a bit of a tangent, and we realise we needed to go on that tangent in order to get to the place that we needed to be, okay? And it's also asking, what do you stand for? What are you standing for? So why do you want the outcome that you're looking for? This is the questions it is asking. And if that is in truth and integrity, that outcome will come to you, okay? The universe right now is trying to give you the outcome you desire, but it's doing it in a loving way. It's doing it in the right way. They're pointing out the pitfalls, okay, and leading you to the points where you're going to be in strength. There's a need this month to be bold, okay? And sometimes some of you might find yourselves in positions where you're up against, you know, loved ones or family members, or you have a different point of view to friends, people who are close to you. And if you believe that point of view is right and you can kind of, you know, back up that argument, then stick with that argument, because by embodying what you feel is right in the world, you shine your light, you give to the world and to your world, you give to your world something that others can sort of aspire from, they can take from it, they can sort of take their understanding of it, so to speak. So what's the negatives to look out for, Gemini? What's the negatives? What's negatively going to affect you this month? What are the cons, so to speak? Okay, let me put that one back. Right. the negatives are that the extreme of this, right? If some of you have had a person in your life that's wronged you, right, or wronged someone close to you, know that they will get their just deserves, but do not revel in their downfall, because their downfall could be your downfall. Okay, stand in observation, okay, of what's happening around you, right? And remember that you can only hold out your hand and help those who are willing to be helped. The universe will do its job in the rest of that. So it feels like there's going to be a bit of embattled energy. You know, some people may not agree with actions that you've taken, okay? And you might find that, you know, there's the just rewards coming in, right? So there's the just rewards for what's happening around you, right? But there's also the just rewards for what's happening around others, okay? But what this card here, the Pentacles, it's basically saying to stay true to your convictions. You've got to stand in that place of integrity, and if you're not standing in that place of integrity, then you know that can really prove to be quite negative. So if you look at these cards in the center here, strength, acceptance, you know, letting go, being in your place of gratitude for what you've got. We're always striving to be something better than what we were before, but what is that better thing? What is that better quality? And what is it gonna feel like when that actually manifests? Is that gonna be everything we desired, or is there, you know, a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing going on here? And it's all about being dynamic, okay? Being dynamic with regards to this energies that are coming in. So I'm going to ask for a message now from, you know, there's a lot of kind of higgledy-piggledy energy going on here, right? And I think the reason why that is because a lot of you are going to be breaking free from the past, right? And you're possibly going to be trying something new, different approaches. There's going to be a bit of a step-by-step going on. There's going to be times where you're going to be thinking, oh, I'm going to go down that road. Oh, perhaps that wasn't the right road for me to go down. Oh, we're going to try that, and it didn't work out. So it's always about the bigger picture. This is the first step into realising your goals. This is a new cycle coming in for you at the moment. There's a new energies coming in, and I feel not so much regards with Gemini, but like there's a new energy coming in at the moment anyway across the board. Okay, so let's quickly, I want to ask for a message from our guides for Gemini, please. Again, guys, I offer personal readings through my website, spiritualworlds.co.uk. If this reading resonates with you, please leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you were drawn to. Let me know what you're actually going through. You felt this reading possibly resonated with. If it didn't resonate with you, please let us know. You know, it's not going to resonate with everyone. There's a lot of Geminis out there, guys. And, you know, the idea of these readings is to draw in those that, you know, resonate with it. Because, again, you know, I'm seeing this with the other signs as well. There's a lot of emotional energy coming up here, okay? Again, the Strength card is this sort of matching up. The strength is needed. And again, the Empress card, wow, this is quite something, because you're getting the same cards coming out in different decks. The Justice, wow, this is reaffirming, you know, this Empress energy coming in. She's bringing in this sort of nurturing energy. It's coming in with the potential of prosperity as well, okay? So that's it's gonna bring in, it's gonna open doors. You know, this might be a step-by-step sort of thing, but the potential it has here is to open doors. And really, Gemini, the message here: get out your own way. You know, there's the bridging the gap between your passions and the things that have held you back in the past. There's the awakening. There's this energy sort of coming in that's going to inspire you to do new things. It's this kind of rebellious energy. I always, for some reason, this particular card here, the Four of Swords, has come up in quite a few readings I've done. The last couple of videos, like, it really symbolises sort of a rebellious energy to me. I always go with what the cards symbolise to me personally, because, you know, that's the way it kind of works for me. And again, this kind of like, don't rest on your laurels. You know, something's not working, change it, be dynamic with it. Don't worry about, you know, what's going to happen to those around you. Just be in your, as long as you're standing in your own truth, your own integrity, as long as you're following your own vision, you know, you are going to be successful. This month is going to lay the stepping stones for success. You know, again, this Princess of Coins coming in, this energy, this new energy coming in of vitality, of being able to move forward. And this is a time, Gemini, for you to stand on your own, okay? For you to stand in your own wisdom. And this may feel to a lot of you, oh God, I don't want to be out of my comfort zone. I don't like sort of being opposed to other people. But sometimes it needs to be like that. Sometimes you need to take the value of your own experience and do what is right for you. Because, you know, other people haven't lived. Other people haven't lived, you know, what you've gone through. They've not experienced the world in the way you have experienced. And if you can actually bring that in a positive way, you know, that helps and benefits people, that is going to be, wow, it's going to be magnificent for you in the coming weeks and months. And, you know, though this is for September, again, that energy is coming in now for it. There's going to be a lot of upheaval energy in the next couple of months, in the next year, you know, in general. You know, we're going through a lot of uncertain times, and there's going to be people that are needed to be guiding lights in their communities and their families, and you know, in their workplaces, and maybe look at doing things in a different way. You know, looking at ingenuity, looking at, you know, just a different way of doing things, bringing that life experience in, and bringing that compassion and love energy in as well. You know, this is a time where we're going to need people to step forward and really sort of like shine their light and be there for others, but also, you know, a time where they stand in integrities and healthy boundaries as well. Healthy boundaries, as I said at the beginning of the reading, this is going to be a massive thing as well moving forward. Thank you very much for watching this reading. I hope that it's been a benefit for you. And you know, I hope it's resonated with you. If it has, leave us a like and subscribe. It does help us out. We're reinvigorating an old channel here, so I'm hoping it's going to, you know, be a benefit to people. And share this video with your friends, other Geminis perhaps that, you know, you feel this might resonate with, and give us a like and subscribe. We offer personal readings through our website, and yeah, there's going to be plenty of other content coming up in the channel, exploration of ITC, the paranormal. We're going to do other tarot readings and predictions and different things. What would you like to see? What would you like to see me explore? Let me know in the comment section below, and generally, thank you so much. I've been Jared Walters, you take care.